been 2 weeks since my last video, but has there been any real progress? Now, I'm absolutely certain that you should not be constructing baseboards and framework in these circumstances with everything around you, but I have no choice. All I've really got to do, my biggest problem, is to hoover up before the good lady returns home from work. But things are starting to take shape. Well, after a bit more work with various and assorted power tools, we now have the beginning, at least, of the railway bed in place, the baseboards in place. What else has been going on? Well, since the last video, I've managed to unpack a few more model buses. They've gone in there. The train cabinet, which is actually another model bus cabinet, is occupied, as we can see. There are some of those run straight out of the box. Other items need repair, and there are some that need more repair than others. Particularly that class 33 up there. But anyway, that's where that goes. This is a nice little picture. And as for the rest of it, yeah, well, we're making progress. I haven't numbered these baseboards because they're going to be the last ones in the series, because I'm going to run the numbering system clockwise, and that is to my right as I'm standing. And under here, under all this junk, will eventually be baseboards 1 and 2. But of course the space for baseboards 1 and 2 somewhat occupied, as you can see. But we have, as I say, unpacked a few more boxes, temporarily at least, above the, or just below the station clock and the bus stop. We've got some of my 1/24 scale models. The one on the far right is an EFE DMS, which I made a separate video about, and the other 4 are Sunstar models. 1/24 scale is big. These things are sort of over a foot long and blooming heavy, I can tell you that. I haven't put their mirrors and all the rest of it on yet, because there's no point in doing that until they are in their permanent resting place, really. So again, just moving round, I've managed to sort out some of my bus ticket machines. I have a collection of those. For those of you who don't know, bus and coach is my industry. That's where I'm from. I'm not from railways at all. Railways is just one part of my scale model making interest, really. But I'll just talk you through the ticket machines that are up there on the shelf. We have an Ultimate ticket machine here. It's really good condition, that one. Barely been used. That was a really good find. Next to it we've got a Gibson, which is the traditional London Transport ticket machine that you'll be familiar with on Route Masters and anything you see from that era. That'll be on that. That's a 5-band Almax, which I did use in service when I was a younger bus driver. Also used in service by me, the Mark II set right. That's one there. And then just at the end, I've got a Mark I set right. And a few bits of paraphernalia at the back. Get used to seeing this. You're going to be seeing this a lot. Product placement, I think they call it. Just to remind you which particular idiot on a Sunday morning you're watching. But there we are. So that's going to be in quite a few videos. And as usual now, the rest of it, I mean, it's just a mixture of unpacking as I can. I'm trying to now unpack in a way that I'm not unpacking a box until I've actually got somewhere for the contents of that box to go, hence that lot there. And this is going to be part of my workbench. There are 2 units here, and the other 2 units are hiding behind all this wood, which are these 2 units here. We've got the drawers of delight, and I like to call this the cupboard of hope. So that's my little take on it, the cupboard of hope. And it's just sort of, as I've unpacked things, I've put them in the cupboard of hope. They're all going to have to be removed because the cupboard of hope is heavy and it's got to go back on the floor at some point. But yeah, it just goes on and on and on, doesn't it? You know, some British rail vehicles there that will end up on this railway. My DC power supply there, switchable it is. Yeah, and a few pots of paint that I found that just, as I said in the last video, and if you haven't seen it, there was a link to it on the screen. You never sort of unpack boxes in the right order, no matter how careful you're labelling. But there we are, that's the cupboard of hope. So, in the spirit of hope, very soon, because I do actually have a plan for this railway, believe it or not. Very soon, in the next video, you'll be getting an update of where we are with this. That overhanging bit on the far right there, you can see is there for a reason. It will all come together and make sense. It's 18mm ply, that top, so it's not going to go anywhere. And it's not very wide either, and it is all fixed to the wall, so it's perfectly solid. But there we are, yeah, just a diary, a bit of a vlog, as they say these days, as to where we are. Oh, the other thing we did, or I made a start on at least, was upgrading the lighting. The lighting in this room was very poor, so that's the lighting that's in now, but it isn't the only lighting that's going to go into this room. So hopefully when I do shoot videos in the evening, as I sometimes have to, they won't be so dark and dingy for you. Got to get rid of the light shadow on that sign. But there we are. That's the update. That's the news headlines from St Blazey Model World. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.